Welcome, beloved soul, to Celestial Oracle Codes. Thank you for joining me today. I'm happy to have you here. If you are a subscriber, thank you for returning. If you are new to the channel, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Let's get right into it and see what messages want to come out. So I'm calling in the archangels, angels, guides, the Most High, and my spiritual team and guardians, and your spiritual team and guardians at this time to deliver the highest message for your highest good only. Alright. So, first card out is the Page of Cups. So this is the energy right now of the emotions, the intuition, and the overall learning to the new beginning in the way that you're feeling, in the way that you're expressing yourself, and that you're really approaching your emotional state, and the way that you are approaching the emotional availability of others, and the way that you're expressing that in the world, and really accepting it in your life. So there's a new emotional intelligence that's being learned with this card, and a new emotional vibration and embodiment, so that you're more stable and you're feeling more balanced right now. This will be followed by the Four of Wands. Represents a new structure and stability that is forming in the way that you act. So you're taking actions from a more calculated and a more tasked, or a more calculated is actually the word that's coming through with that. That you're making moves from a more calculated place. So you're trying to manifest some certain things in your life, and this shows that there is a new beginning that's coming in because of this effort that you're putting in, and these new actions that you're taking from this structured and stable place. So that's really interesting. So it's actually whoa. Too many cards. So let's see what wants to come out here. That was definitely too many cards. Okay. The games we play. Alright, so let's just do it this way. Alright, so going through a rebirth, and something that is structurally changing in your life. So this is a phase that is completing, something that is ending, and an irreversible change or an identity shedding that's happening. So this could be that new embodiment, that new level of maturity or emotional intelligence that you're embodying, that new stability and balance that you're feeling, that is coming through in the Page of Cups. But the Page of Cups can also be you learning a new way of loving. Oh, wow. And expressing yourself emotionally. So that's interesting. And let's see what else. Okay, so Judgment popping up at this point in the reading shows that there is an awakening and a self-reckoning, or a call to, like, soul call. It's like you're remembering why you're here, or that you have a deeper, higher purpose here, and you're trying to find that. So there's a self-reckoning that's happening with this Judgment card, and you're rising into the next level of yourself and your life and this journey. So there is a deep understanding that there is a change that's coming into your life. And also what's coming through with that is that the change is self-initiated. So it's something that you've been trying to change, or that you have changed purposefully. All right, so ooh, what comes out with that? I love that. So this is a story right here, isn't it? All right, so let's read them as they came out. So there's a new abundance that is coming into your life. There is something that is coming in excess. This is the end to your lack mentality. This is also the end to you lacking or wishing for more finances and more money, or for finances to become more stable. Okay, so that's coming through. And this is finances coming through in an excess. So it could be a windfall, but usually this is something that you work toward that is finally coming to fruition. So this is excess in your money, in some work aspect, or a material expansion in your life. And it's coming into your life after there was a big conflict in your finances, coming through with the Five of Pentacles. So because there was a huge conflict and some friction that occurred in your material world and in your money and finances, it led to a change that in you that led you to hold on to the things that your resources, right? You really started to hone in and task resources out. You probably started delegating money more deliberately. You started focusing on where your finances were going. You became very deliberate about how money was being spent and how it was being allocated. So also with that stability and that new structure, that you paused. So maybe you stopped spending, or you focused deeper on debt in general. That's coming through. And so this card is the action that it wants to come through with this card is to meditate on ways for you to either start tasking out your money in a more frugal way that will support you in your life and the stability and this new structure that you're trying to build into your life that will equal this new found stability coming through for whatever that wealth building or that investment or that ambition for you is. But also to consolidate finances and try to make sure that you're not frivolously spending. So that's what's coming through as well. The Lover's coming up, and let me try and cover up the non-compliance section here, but there's two people under there, and that's a Lover's card. So let's see if we can. Okay, maybe that's a little bit better. We'll do this. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm not cover anything up. Okay, so the Lover's card, I'm not going to show it for the whole time, but I will say that when the Lover shows up, this is about alignment and choice and values. So you came into an alignment with a special choice, you reconnected with your values, you set some strong boundaries, and there was a deeper integrity that was evoked in you, and ultimately you started integrating the things that you had been through. This led to you. Okay, I'm trying. No, like there's the Six of Swords. I'm like, I don't know why I felt like that was a 4, but anyway, the Six of Swords. So it led to you finding harmony and making an adjustment in your life through a new way of thinking and finding new truth and finding a new communication in the world and finding a new way of expressing yourself and also expressing your desires and your needs. So this was that you held up the burdens for yourself and for others for a very long time. For a very long time, you just held up the weight of others on your shoulders. Excuse me. And you held up your own weight. So this is letting you know that there is a change that is coming because of all of the work that you've done and the healing that you've done. So the Knight of Wands coming out in right now shows that there is fast movement. So there is also a new drive toward action and seeing a new way of going and making sure that you're taking deliberate actions. So there's a lot less internal dialogue that's happening and indecisive thinking and contemplation or self-regulation that's happening versus taking inspired action on the insight that's coming to you. So that's what's coming through. Keep doing that. That's also what's coming through because that's what's leading you to this Ten of Pentacles. So I can see already from this reading that you've gone through a lot, right? And so especially after we've gone through things like the Five of Pentacles and having to feel like we are hunkering down or just really guarding our resources, right? This is always nice to come up at the end of that cycle and to know that we're moving into the alignment where we're no longer having to carry all of these burdens and the burdens of others, but we're moving into a time where we are financially free and we don't have the burdens of Black mentality or economic dysfunction is what came through. So that's very interesting. Okay, so let's get a couple of messages of light since I totally forgot to do them in the last reading. And I guess I didn't forget. I think that one was just going too long. This one probably went too long, but I don't even care anymore. So the messages of light for the day. So when the messages of light come out, there are three ways that the messages of light come out. Messages of light are either what you're embodying now, what would be the best mode of focus or way to embody yourself or to think, right? To the best mindset and way to be, or what is aligning and ultimately becoming an option in your life. So that's pretty cool about the messages of light. Obviously, they're connected to the light. So the first one out is I open my own consciousness. So this is I open my own consciousness. Okay, and the card says, I let go of the material world and open to my higher consciousness. I become aware of my greatness and my importance within the universe. I no longer feel inferior. I believe in myself and I believe in life. I accept myself and I love myself completely. My mission is important and I live it fully. So that's a powerful message about stepping into that new self-image, that new authority over your soul mission, your purpose for being here, and just that new clarity around your life that was coming out in the cards. I love that. So let's get another random one. Source of joy. So this is the source of joy. And I really like that one. Alright, so source of joy says, I once more find the joy of living like a child. Events will not plunge me back into sadness and despair. I let go of the negative. I hang on to life's beauty and to everything positive around me. I re-enter my heart and I find joy and serenity once more. That is amazing. With that, I was going to do another one, but I think that is a great one to end this reading on. Thank you so much, you all, for being in this sacred space with me. And as always, my love, I love you unconditionally. Thank you for, just sharing the sacred space with me. And I appreciate each and every one of you who is a subscriber for me, and just anyone who views these videos, right? You're also family, so I love you all, and I will see you in my next reading.